Hi, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is Jairam Rajaram, managing partner of Brill, here with another episode of Brill Talks. Today, I have with me an amazing digital entrepreneur, a new age entrepreneur, Mr. Vinod Chandar of Choo Choo TV. I'm just going to give you a brief about his YouTube channel. Okay, his YouTube channel, Choo Choo TV, has 28 billion views. If I were to put that crudely, if every person on earth were to watch 4 videos from that channel, it amounts to 28 billion. Or if every person were to watch each video 4 times, it's 28 billion. It's a massive number. He has 38 million subscribers. He is one of the top 25 YouTube channels for kids in the world and number one in India. Please welcome Mr. Vinod Chandar. Vinod, thank you so much for joining me on a Brill Talks episode today.
Hi Jairam, thanks for the invitation. It's my privilege to join you here to meet the viewers of Brill Talks. Thanks again.
Thank you. So Vinod, let's start off by finding out how you started this journey, and did you ever imagine that Choo Choo TV would become so massive?
To be honest, never. See, I never thought of this being so big. See, as they say, necessity is the mother of inventions. Myself, along my other friends, Krishnan, Subbi, Ajit, and Suresh, we all own Choo Choo TV. Earlier, before Choo Choo TV, we owned an IT services company in Chennai. We had clients in UK, US, everywhere. That company was successfully running for till around 2010. Then in 2010, the business suddenly went down. We did not get a lot of projects, and the service industry, right? So
Right.
it became really tough with the competition and everything, and we struggled a lot even to pay our employee salaries. But with God's help, we paid everything without any dues. But it was a very very tough time. So we wanted to do something new, a new venture. And basically we wanted to get away from the service industry. We wanted to do something on our own, a
Right.
product or something. So what we did was, in 2010 we even did a lot of app development, and we did around 10 apps and put them on the app store. And some did really, some did not do well, but for some reason that business did not skyrocket as we expected. It was okay, but we needed more to survive and grow, because we already had a lot of commitments to take care. So what we did was, we were just trying all sorts of different things on the IT industry. So while we were in the IT services business, we are actually a creative group. Myself, Krishnan, my partner, is a very good lyric writer. So he used to write devotional songs, and I used to compose music for it. These things happened from 2001 to those times. So we did a lot of devotional albums on Lord Ayyappa and Lord Sai Baba, and we did some singles on superstar Rajinikanth's birthday, Valentine's Day, and a lot more. So we have been into this creative, pursuit, even while we were so busy on the other side of the business. However, in 2010, one other great thing happened for me. My daughter was born. Her name is Arshita, and she is Choo Choo. I still call her Choo Choo. That's her nickname.
Lovely.
So I was enjoying my life with her, although I had this pressure in the company. So I had this great time, which she took away all my pressure, about the babies, right? So when she was around 1 year old, I think around 2011, I started, myself, my wife, my sisters, we all started to show these cartoon clips from YouTube. So she used to love all these cartoons and nursery rhymes which were already there. But even while we were showing her, while there were a few good channels like Mother Goose Club, Super Simple Songs, they were all American channels. But mostly the animated nursery rhymes or anything for kids were not of very high quality.
Right.
So I always felt that while I wanted to, I wanted our kids to see something of high quality, and in terms of animation or storytelling.
I agree with you, because my son was born in 2010.
Okay.
And I know the quality post choo choo and pre choo choo.
Yeah. So it's not. I'm not against anyone. I'm not telling they are bad, but definitely there was a lot of scope for improvement.
Correct.
So while this was in my mind, on the business side, we have been trying all sorts of things. Mostly things never worked out. The new ideas and stuff. We did something on the account side, and we did a lot of apps, and then we tried to like get new projects from different clients. We had a set of partners for a lot of years, and they were unable to continue. They were unable to get us projects at those times. So we tried a new set of partners and clients, but we spent a lot on marketing as well, but nothing worked out at that time. Maybe all because I think God decided ChuChu has to start.
Exactly.
So so since in 2011, when I was showing these cartoon videos to my daughter, there was one particular video which impressed me a lot. That video's name was Charlie Bit My Finger. So that in that video there will be two small babies. I mean, like small kids, two a brother and an elder brother and an younger brother. The younger brother would bite the finger of the elder brother, and the elder brother will scream. Although like it's it's painful. It looked really funny as a video, and that video like was loved by kids around the world, including my daughter. And that video crossed 100 million views in 2011.
Wow.
So that was really big, huge at that time. So I understood like something is there with the kids and YouTube. So I thought, why not we do something with my daughter. My daughter, when she was around 1.5 years old, she started telling these nursery rhymes like Chubby Cheeks, Baba Black Sheep, Jack and Jill and everything. We used to teach her, our family used to teach her every day. So I thought, why not we make her tell a few nursery rhymes and upload it on YouTube. Uh, but then like I actually, we went ahead and recorded 7 to 8 videos, and I was about to upload to YouTube, but then we decided it was too like early to like expose that to the media.
Correct.
So we did not feel comfortable. So we dropped that idea. Then I was thinking what else to do. So then I got an idea of like making a character out of my daughter. So I thought, why not we hire some artist and create a character out of my daughter. So I spoke with my friends again. I said, I have this idea. Why not we try something? They all were fine, because we wanted to try something new, right? Rather than what we were currently doing. So I went ahead and hired a few artists and animators, and made a character which looked exactly like my daughter Harshita, ChuChu. And the character really came. It was very cute, and because I say it's cute because it's my daughter. So
No,
and
it is very cute, Vinod.
yeah,
It is very cute.
yeah. So I showed it to my daughter. Although she did not realize that it was her, she liked that character. I first animated like telling a hi, bye, and some kind of an animatic stuff. And then I thought, why not we do a nursery rhyme? So I thought of doing, since my daughter was very chubby and she is still very chubby, I decided to do the Chubby Cheeks nursery rhyme. So I recorded the song. I made a singer sing in a baby voice, and I recorded that song, and then started animating the video. I put in all the necessary elements which are loved by the kids. I put the scene in a park with the slide, with the merry-go-round, with the swing and everything, where like there were 6 versions of ChuChu.
Let me just cut you short a bit over here. Sorry.
Yeah.
How did you start off with the animation? Because back in the day, animations were really expensive. So you did everything in-house?
Yeah, everything was in-house. We hired some, at least I think 2 artists and 2 animators. So we had to try it, right? It was a business opportunity which might or might not click. We don't know, but we need to try it out. I thought, like my friends believed me, and I also believed on YouTube, because I was on YouTube right from 2006. I am son of late music director Chandra Bose.
Oh,
yeah. So he did like a lot of Tamil movies, including superstar Rajinikanth's Raja Chinnaroja, Manidhan, and a lot of super hit Tamil movies.
Oh, very
so
nice.
When he had a dull period, he was into TV serials. He composed music for TV serials after movies. Then he started acting in TV serials. At that time, like there was some dull period in 2006. I asked him, why not you try and do some some originals or remixes of your hit numbers. So he went ahead and he was the one who sung the Endi Muttama song, which was very popular among the Tamil audience.
Okay.
So he did a remix of that song. Then he did one more song named Punjittu Kurvigala. So that is again another hit song of my dad. So he did all these videos, and I went ahead and uploaded it on YouTube. But even before that, in 2006, I uploaded all our devotional songs. There will not be any video, but just the lyrics and stuff which we had done earlier. Right. So I have been in touch with YouTube and this video media right from its start, because in 2006 Google acquired YouTube, right? Correct. Immediately YouTube came to limelight, and we all started uploading to YouTube. So I knew there is something with YouTube, and I really believed with the video, like telling a story with the video. So we're having all this in mind. So I thought, basically we need to try. We said we friends decided let's invest a small amount personally, and we'll try this out. So we hired 4 people. So we animated this Chubby Chicks.
If I may know, how much did you invest back then?
Back then, like the animators were around 30K a month, and the artists were around 25K.
Pretty significant, right?
Yes. At that time, yes. We are a startup, because the other business is completely different. So that as along with us, there were a few other people in the management. That's a different, business. This is something new which we wanted to try. So we actually put in our own money, and we tried this. We wanted to try it at least for 3 months. So we did one video, and that one video took 3 months to be created.
Yeah, it's not easy to do animations. People think it's just there.
Yeah. It was just a 2-minute clip, and the animators whom we hired were not super experienced, because super experienced animators were really costly. So these guys were okay quality, and because of that, my quality expectation on the other hand was very high. So it took a lot of iterations, doing on the animation and the art assets, and it took a lot of time. But luckily the video came out very well. It had all these elements in a park. It had 6 versions of Choo Choo with different hairstyles and dresses.
Wow. So
it's like how all I wanted to dress up my daughter. I dressed up that character. So that video was done, and when I showed it to my daughter, she was really she liked it so much, she kept on watching it again and again and again. That repeat watch time,
So that is enough market research, right?
Yeah. So I thought, wow, okay, if she's going to like it, I was sure the kids will like it around the world. So, and one more thing, I did not want it to do it only for the only for Indians or using an Indian voice. I wanted this to be global. So I actually trained the voice artist to a neutral slang, which will be accepted by
I must say that you've done a fantastic job on the accent. So most of Choo Choo TV's videos have very, very good audio, and the neutral accent is definitely there.
Yeah, so luckily,
even today we don't find that with too many channels.
Yeah, we were lucky. I was lucky that we got that. I got that thought at that time. So at the first song itself, I made sure this has to have a neutral accent. So video came out really well, and I went ahead and started a channel and named it Choo Choo TV because it's my daughter's nickname. Correct. So I uploaded it as Chubby Chicks Nursery by Choo Choo TV. To my surprise, to everyone's surprise, within just 2 weeks, that video got 3 lakh views.
Wow.
More than any other video which was uploaded in that particular month. So during those times, YouTube used to give an official tag for certain videos which are original.
Right.
So although Chubby Chicks nursery rhyme is a public domain nursery rhyme, that was not on YouTube.
Royalty free public domain.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. But that rhyme was not on YouTube when we uploaded it, and we became the first uploaders of Chubby Chicks nursery rhyme. So we got that original tag from YouTube, and lots of search results. That video came in lots of search results, and we got around 3 lakh views in just 2 weeks.
Beautiful.
Views just skyrocketed. Mainly the most viewership was from US, because at that time YouTube was really popular only in the US. Correct. And then slowly it came to other countries. So we got a lot of views in the US, and I immediately went back to my friends. Guys, we tried something. It took 3 months, but this has become a real hit. So people are loving our content. So why not we try one more video? Okay, fine. 3 more months
Very
for
good.
the next video, which was the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. That video really came. We did it on the usual Chuchu TV style with a fast fast music, and lots of colorful elements and funny elements which kids love. So that video came out really well, and that did a lot better than this Chubby Cheeks nursery rhyme. So because that is a global nursery rhyme even today. The Chubby Cheeks was popular at that time only in India and Asia, but Twinkle Twinkle has always been a global number, very global hit. So within just 2 videos, our channel reached 5,000 subscribers.
Wow.
And you know what? We started earning revenue.
That was going to be my next question, and you said that.
Yeah. Within it took 6 months, but after 6 months, we got our first some.
What was your first check? What was your first check from YouTube?
I think it was around like $35 something. I'm not exactly.
What a feeling, right?
Yeah. Great feeling. So, see, actually, that was not my first check. I had a personal channel where I uploaded these devotional songs. I told you, the other. I got a $47 check in my name for the first time in my life.
Lovely.
That was in 2009, I think. So I knew we could earn money from YouTube. So we got the first check for Chuchu TV after 6 months. And then, okay, right, we all became serious about it, and we invested more money, and we had some 10 animators and like 5 artists. That's it. We had the initial success, and we all decided me and my friends decided to invest and grow this as a business. So we hired around 10 animators and like 5 artists. We bought a systems and got a new space and everything which was required to run the business. So that's it. We started doing more videos. Initially, it was only me doing everything on the creative music and all sorts of things. But after 6 to 7 videos, I got this, toll on me. I got this creative burnout. I couldn't do, I couldn't think at all because it was too much of pressure handling the team, as well as thinking what to do next and how to become creative, how to become unique, because there were already some 25 to 30 popular nursery rhymes channel when we started,
right?
From the US, Canada, UK, everywhere. So
and the competition is brutal, right?
Yeah. It was very high even when we started at that time. So I had to think more in a unique way. So what happened is I couldn't handle this anymore. So I went to my partner Krishnan. So Krishnan, as I told you earlier, he was a part of my earlier our creative projects, and he's a lyric writer, and he also wanted to become a director. So he did some film direction course and everything. So I know he's a very, very creative person. I said, Krishnan, I need your help. I can't do this alone. I need your help to take this forward. He said, okay. He was willingly, he's a chartered accountant. Although he was very busy with his job, he spent some time every day to review the videos, give tips on how to make this more funny, give ideas for more better screenplay and everything. He started to involve himself more, and then those videos they started to do really well. And Krishnan came out with a new idea. So that idea actually took the brand to the next level. Krishnan is an avid reader. So he reads everything, whatever, any book, he does not care. He'll read everything. So from his young age. So he even has read about these nursery rhymes and their history and everything. He said most of these nursery rhymes have a dark past. Something like a Ringa Ringa Roses, about a plague which killed thousands of people. Humpty Dumpty was a cannon from British cannon from World War II, which was destroyed and thrown away from their castle or something. So he said there are lots of this negative stuff, and he also said most of the nursery rhymes, although they are rhyming, they don't have any meaning.
Correct.
So he said, why not? He said he wanted to rewrite the nursery rhymes, add more verses into it, and instill positivity among the little ones. So I loved that idea. I said, please go ahead. So he started with the Jack and Jill nursery rhyme. So Jack and Jill, it's nothing rhyme. They just go up, they fetch a pail of water, they fall down and break their head.
Correct.
So what he said is he created a storyline like Jack and Jill. Then after they, fall down, they learn from the nature. They see a group of ants, working really hard to take their food from one place to another. They see a baby bird which is learning to fly, and finally learns to fly and flies freely in the air, and many such sequences he added into the storyline. Then he wrote added an additional verse. It's like first verse is Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. So he added a verse like, where there is a will, there is a way. You got to walk all the way. Try and try with your head high, you will succeed faster.
Wow.
So that was one thing he added, a new verse.
So I was going to come to this, saying a lot of people move away from their core to create original content. But what you people did is something that a lot of entrepreneurs who are probably watching this should do. They should take what is working and build on that, rather than trying to reinvent the wheel. I think this was a fantastic initiative by you people.
Yeah. Thank you. And thanks to Krishnan for that great idea. Yeah. So, see, we had this opportunity in our hand. So we wanted to be unique, because there were already, tons of these YouTube channels trying to entertain the toddlers around the world. So we wanted to give them something new and something good. So our intention was to enable these toddlers and make them grow up as better adults. So we wanted to instill these values like sharing, caring, helping, and staying positive, staying confident. So that's how we started creating all these nursery rhymes. If you see Baba Black Sheep, about this rhyme I would like to tell. That rhyme, in fact, even today it's been banned in most of the nursery schools because of the black sheeps, the racism kind of rhyme. So we wanted to change that. So what we did was we added a black sheep, a white sheep, and a brown sheep to the video. And we also, Krishnan also added the verses of to enable sharing and caring, because Baba Black Sheep, the crux of the rhyme is about sharing what you have with others. Correct. But unfortunately, because of this racist, thing, people don't realize the actual meaning of that nursery rhyme. So we added a lot of new verses like sharing is the way of caring, Baba. The more we share, the more we care, Baba. So something like that. We created a tune and lyric, and that also became that. Even now, that is one of our most watched videos with more than 500 million views.
Lovely. So the next question, Vinod, what would you advise to people who are starting off their YouTube channel today? I mean, what should they be looking at? How should they start, and where should they take their channel? Is there any advice that you have for new age entrepreneurs who are just starting off today?
Yeah, sure. So I have experience with the kids content and music content. So I can tell with regards to that. So if anyone wants to start a music channel or a kids channel, always the same thing: be unique, but also do the popular stuff. So because while searching, if you are going to start only with your own originals, it's not going to come on the search results. So people are going to search for popular trends and popular things. For example, if you are a musician, you want to create an original. So do something for COVID right now. Right. So that'll people search for things related to coronavirus and this COVID. Then your song might pop up, and if your content is really good and if they like it, they are going to watch it and share it. So that's how you need to do both ways. Because initially, after rewriting a set of songs, we started to do our originals as well. We want to take our content to the next level, because we don't want to do only the traditional nursery rhymes. The traditional nursery rhymes in public domain would be around 100, 150, maximum of 200. So we want to break that barrier and we want to create originals. That's when we created, a number song. We created a song to teach colors, and all these videos have got hundreds of millions of views, and they are actually competing or even getting more views than the traditional nursery rhymes.
Very nice.
Be a mix of original as well as the traditional, more popular stuff. Yeah, people need to target that. So say 2 videos you do original, 2 videos you do the traditional stuff, something like that. I think this is a tip which is useful for most of the YouTubers. For example, if someone wants to start a food channel, so nowadays everyone thinks of uniqueness. I will do something which others have never done.
Correct.
But first you need viewership. You need viewers. To get the viewers, first do the popular stuff. You do the same Vatta Korambu or like Vengaya Sambar, or I'm a vegetarian, so I'm giving you those
Yeah,
things.
even I'm a
So,
vegetarian. So good, good.
yes.
And I
So,
like those dishes that you named.
yeah. So that is first required. So that you come in search, and if people like the way you talk or the way you created the video, they might watch your Vetakombu video than someone else.
Very true. That's a
So
fantastic tip.
yeah, so once you get more viewers in for your popular recipes, try to like slowly introduce original stuff. Like you can
The drip method.
yeah. So that's where even there I would say, instead of the traditional like vengaya vethakozhambu, as a unique thing, do an appalam vethakozhambu. So it's like it's the same vethakozhambu, but you get the keyword there, vethakozhambu, but you are adding appalam into it. So that
Very
is again a unique dish. So something like that, like you need to keep trying. And YouTube is about experimenting. Actually, I'm helping one of my cousins have started a food channel. So she came and asked me, what should I do? I simply said, don't plan much for this. First, record everything what you do every day and post it on YouTube.
Perfect.
And then slowly, when after you get say 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 subscribers, then you can invest money, spend some time, create unique dishes, and create fancy videos, and then do it. But initially, she wants to change her career. She wants to become a YouTuber, and she's in some insurance industry, and she wants to do something on YouTube. And she came to me, and I gave the simple advice: every day morning, you're going to anyway cook for your family. Just record that and post it on YouTube, and you explain about it.
Correct.
So she has been doing it for the past 10-15 days. She has created some 15-20 videos every day, morning breakfast and lunch, and sometimes even dinner. And she already has crossed 250 subscribers.
Lovely.
Not doing anything, no marketing. So I said it's going to take some time. It's going to take 2-3 years for you to really get a recognition, start earning money and everything. But you need to be really patient. Be very consistent on your uploads. Try to be different, and looks are very important. A dish,
the visual appeal.
Visual appeal, the thumbnails. For example, if you see most of the videos will be not so great, but the thumbnail from outside will be awesome. So people immediately go and click that. So what if the content also is great? So it's a win-win situation.
Absolutely.
So look also matters.
I think what we are discussing and what you're saying now is so important, because during this COVID times, many people are losing their jobs.
Yes.
Okay. And lots of people are looking at how they can earn from home and you use their skills to make a living. So persistence is key, as you say, because a lot of people will make some 10 videos, 15 videos, and then they say this is not going anywhere, and they drop it.
Yeah, that's what I advised my cousin. I asked her to do the same thing for 2 years minimum. 2 years non-stop. Unless that time you are not going to get the scale you want or the viewership you want. After 2 years, you would have easily had 400-500 recipe videos, and the Google YouTube's platform itself will spider it for you and start giving more viewers. Exactly. Again, the content must be good. You cannot have a 10-minute video for a sambar or vethakozhambu. It has to be crisp. It has to be edited in a crisp way. So because it's a fast moving world, people don't have time to sit for 10 minutes to learn a recipe. Right. So that's how, persistence. And again, quality is something, we have always followed in Choo Choo TV. In Choo Choo TV, some videos we get it done in a week's time. Some videos has even taken 3 months.
Wow.
Right from the first video. Even nowadays, because even at the time of upload, if we get some new idea or if we find some issues or something which can be improved, we stop the upload, because there's no schedule for Choo Choo TV. Everyone say upload a video every Wednesday, every Tuesday. We have never followed that.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. So there's a lot of pressure on a lot of people to make sure that on a Wednesday a video has to go out. I think removing
it's a pressure which we put on ourselves. Right. See, if you have 50 videos in hand already, then you can do all this scheduling. Yeah. So before you schedule those 50 Wednesdays, you'll have another 50 in ready. Correct. So that way you can do this scheduling. But if you are starting, you will not have a bandwidth to create 50 videos and then start it. So at this time, don't forget about all this upload schedule or upload timings or anything. You are from India. You want Indians to watch it. Put it in the morning. If at 7 o'clock you upload a breakfast video. naturally people who wants to cook a breakfast will search YouTube, and they might see your recipe.
Right.
So that's how you need to plan quality. You take even a lot of time, give out a quality video.
Very good. So, taking it from there, how long and how many subscribers or views should you have to make any meaningful money out of YouTube?
Yeah, first YouTube
Because a lot of
recently.
people get completely dismayed and they lose faith in the whole work from home situation, and you start looking for jobs again. It is very, entrepreneurship in itself is very difficult. And when people see something like a Choo Choo TV, my God, 28 billion views. How am I going to compete with the Choo Choo TV? That's their mindset. So what should they do?
Yeah.
When will they start seeing good money?
See, basically, I would like to talk about the YouTube platform itself as of today. It is completely crowded as of today. So if we had started Choo Choo TV today, it would have been really tough for us to have scaled to this level.
Very
So
important point.
it all depends on the timing. So earlier we got our success in 6 months to 1 year. I would say 1 year. Now it's going to take at least 3 years, with all the competition and with the crowd we have on YouTube, the usage we have right now.
Correct.
So we need to be very, very patient at this time. And YouTube has come out with a lot of new rules on this monetization. I think currently you need to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 400,000 watch hours.
Oh.
4 lakh watch hours to enable monetization in your channel.
Wow.
So they will review it is, and again there is no guarantee that our channel will get monetized. It's all depends on YouTube. If they think your channel is good and decent and you are not using any copyrighted material on the video or music or anything, then you'll be through. If you like use someone else's video clips or music clips and anything, if they feel you are infringing the copyright of someone else, then that's it. For life, they'll not give you no monetization at all. So you can keep uploading the videos without any revenue. Right. So YouTube, I think YouTube help is really there. YouTube Creator Academy is there. There's a website called as YouTube Creator Academy. There you get all the tips right from starting to creating a video till monetization and how to grow your channel. Everything is on the YouTube Creator Academy.
Very
so that is really, that will be of really like great help for the like beginners.
Right. So Vinod, are you planning to stick to YouTube, or are you exploring newer avenues like say Instagram with IGTV and stuff like that for Choo Choo?
Yes. See, for basically even Choo Choo, this 28 billion views or 35 million subscribers is just for one channel. Actually, Choo Choo TV now has around 8 to 9 channels. And we are total subscription rate subscribers are now as of today is 63 million.
Wow.
And 37 billion views.
So across the channels, it's 63 million, is it?
63 million subscribers and 37 billion views. So wow. We have Choo Choo TV Hindi, Telugu, like Bengali, and like Tamil here in India. We have Spanish, Portuguese, French on the international level of languages along with English. So we have 3 English channels. One is concentrating on this nursery rhymes for toddlers 0 to 4, and we have started long form content as well, targeting older age kids, because we want our fans to grow with us. So we are doing new channels have been opened up for 5 to 10 age group category. So we have already did all these diversification on YouTube, and also we have launched on Netflix last year. At the end of last year, we are on Amazon Prime. We are on Amazon Prime Video across the world. We are on our own app, VOD app, AVOD and SVOD app, Choo Choo TV Lite and Choo Choo TV Pro. And we will be soon on many TV channels as well, like both in India and abroad. So other than this, we have, see, basically on the content base, we want to grow the age group. We want to do at least till the age of 10 or 11.
Right.
So Choo Choo TV's content. Then on the other expansion plans, we actually launched our merchandise last year in US, UK, New Zealand, Canada, and Australia. We tied up with a big Toyco in Australian Toyco named Moose Toys, and they have created a series of products. And we also tied up with another company named Cardinal, which is a company of Spin Master, which is a very big licensing company in the world. And our toys are currently in Walmart, Target, Amazon across US. Beautiful. And all these 5 countries. And in India, we were actually the toys should have been launched by now, but because of this COVID issue, we have pushed the launch a bit further. Hopefully this things goes away soon, and we'll be launching our own toy line in India soon, manufactured in India.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, so we have found some good partners here. So we are coming out with our own toys here in India as well. So that is one area of like business expansion. So that is for now for Chuchu TV's
very good
plans. Yeah.
So Vinod, one last question is: Chuchu TV bootstrapped still, or have you raised external capital?
Nothing. It's completely bootstrapped to date. Yeah. So hopefully, with God's grace, things are going well. And
no, that's the way it should be, because today another trend that is happening, right? If I have an idea and I want to start, first thing people go out to raise money.
Yes.
And raising money is celebrated. Okay, but for a business to be sustainable and to grow, you need revenues, you need profits, and you need a sustainable business model.
Yeah, that's what we actually learned a lot from the IT services business, which we like ran earlier. So what we did was, for our first, we are now in our 7th year. For the first 3 to 4 years, we actually like reinvested every profit into the company itself and made it grow. So that really helped us to expand the company, which gave us more additional videos, and like for the platform, and that helped helped us in a big way. It worked for us. And funding wise, yes, there were some interest, but terms did not go well during discussions, and we are also not in an urge to raise any fund as of now. Right now things are going fine. We want to go as per plan. See, our goal is to become a company like Disney. So we want to create meaningful characters like an Elsa or an Anna, or so we want to create inspirational characters for the little ones. So that is our goal.
Why not, Vinod? I'm sure it's going to happen, and I really hope it happens, because if Chuchu does that, I will be the first person to be super proud.
Yeah. Thank you so much. On the way, if we are going to get good partnerships, definitely. So we have grown here till now. To grow 10x from here, we definitely need good partnerships. Yes. So we are also tying up with many companies on different areas to take the company to the next level. So with God's help, everything is going to be great.
Fantastic. I think this particular episode is going to be of tremendous value to anyone who's starting off on their entrepreneurial journey, anyone who wants to start just a YouTube channel or a company around video and digital marketing. Vinod, thank you so much for joining me on this Brill Talks episode. I've learned a lot from you, because even for me, this YouTube has been a mystery. So though we've been doing a lot of digital marketing on other avenues for our products, because we are a product-based business. So we use the internet a lot. But as far as videos are concerned, I've just learned so much from you. Thank you, Vinod.
Thank you so much for the invitation. Happy to share my experience with everyone. Hopefully this coronavirus goes away soon, and we all get back to work very soon. And fingers crossed.
Absolutely. All of us are praying for the same thing.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Vinod. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you.